All right, these Russian twists are probably a popular exercise you've seen or done before. Problem is, it can cause problems. There's a better way to do it. And in this video, I'm going to show you a better way to do it, and then also some other variations you can do to train what you're trying to train without inadvertently causing problems and limiting your performance. Preach! All right, so typically people do the Russian twists. I don't know if it's PC to say anymore, but to work your obliques and your core. But first we have to ask is why we're doing an exercise and are we getting what we're intending to get out of it. So when you're doing this Russian twist exercise here, we want to get some abs and we're working the obliques because the obliques are muscles that help us with rotation. Now that's true and we're doing that here. The problem is the positioning of it and how it can strain your spine, especially your neck and low back. And is it truly training the core the right way? I would say yes, it can be training the core the right way, but positioning is the problem. So when we do these Russian twists, typically we're severely crunched and then we're rotating. So typically we're rounded excessively at the low back and at the neck. And not that's gonna be a problem for everyone, but for some people, it can be a problem and it can unnecessarily create issues. So we can use a safer version of it that's more effective. So when we do the Russian twist, actually that rotation is a good core exercise because really what you're doing is you're training your ability to control rotation. It's just that it's done willy-nilly. So we can take the same position and make it better by getting more upright in our spine. Okay, so how do we do that? So typically we're crunched down like this. What we want to do is be in a better position. So I want to ask you to lift your chest up toward the ceiling in more of a proud chest. And as you can see, my back is in a more neutral position here. This is going to create a lot more challenge. You'll probably feel the hip flexors and the core or the abs a bit, and that's fine. So instead of being here, I want to lift my chest toward the ceiling, get in this nice straight position, and then now I can create my rotation. So if you have a ball or a weight you're using, you can start without one, but now you want to hold this position and we're slowly going to rotate as far as we can go to one side and then the other side while breathing, right, with complete control without cheating, bending, twisting, or doing weird stuff, right? Don't do weird stuff. Get in a good position, slow and controlled. This is as far as I can go. Can I go further? Yeah, if I bend my spine or do some weird stuff. But if I'm in good position, I'm only going this far and back. And as you do this a few times and breathe through it, you're gonna get the shakes and really feel it. So that's the quick and easy version where you can clean up your Russian twist. But if we wanna take this to the next level, there's another exercise we can do for rotation, or rather I say anti-rotation, that can maximize your core even more, and we'll get to that now. All right, now we're gonna show you the ideal exercise for training your anti-rotation. Now, why do we choose this one? Well, when you're in that recumbent, like sitting position, it's hard to maintain a good upright spinal position. When you're half kneeling like this, it's really easy. You're just up like this. And now you may be asking, why not stand up? Well, when you're in half kneeling, one leg down, one leg up, it helps you naturally neutralize your spine and your pelvis so you're in a good core position, not overly arched or overly bent in the other way. So that way we're getting rid of that anterior pelvic tilt when we're in this position without having to think about it. So we'll set up in this half kneeling position and we're gonna perform what's called a Pallof press. So another Russian name, I don't know where it comes from, but we're gonna attach a band into an anchor and we're gonna half kneel. Now, because the anchor's on my left side, I'm gonna make sure my left knee is down and my right knee is up, right? And typically about shoulder width apart. And very simply, we're gonna take this band, and I don't have enough, I have too much slack right here like this, so I'm just gonna grab the band here, take that slack out, and all I'm gonna do is create some tension on it, and then keep it in front of my chest. And very simply, you're just gonna hold this position and then do a heartbeat. Right now, the full Pallof is a little bit more than this, and we'll get to that step in a minute, but really just holding this here and going slow and controlled, maintaining a tall, upright position, breathing in the abdomen and doing this, we're training those anti-rotation muscles like we would in the Russian twist. Now to add some more rotation to it, what we can do is when we heartbeat out, we rotate toward the anchor and then bring it back, heartbeat, toward the anchor, and bring it back. All right, you can always make this easier or harder by increasing or decreasing the tension of the band. If you want to make it a little easier because your balance is off, go a little wider. If this is too easy on your balance, go a little bit more narrow, almost like you're on a balance beam. You're going to feel a lot of challenge in your hips to balance this position. All right, make sure you do the other side as well. The anchor, it would just switch around, flip it and reverse it like this. Same idea, so make sure you do both sides. There's a lot of different variations to this here. We'll link that up for this video so you can check those out as well. Phenomenal exercise, that's way better than doing the Russian twist, so at very least do our variation, but really check out this Pallof press to not only maximize your obliques, but really truly maximize your core and get the most out of it. And if you like this core exercise, we use this as one of the foundational pieces in our online strength and stability course. We take you through step by step of how to utilize the core properly, so that way you get the most out of it to increase performance and reduce pain, so you're doing things the right way. All right, if you like this video, give it a like, make sure you subscribe for future content, and we're doing more of these how to make common popular exercises better. So we have some of these already out there, but if you have a suggestion or an exercise that's causing you problems that maybe you'd like a better version of, leave us a comment below and we'll make sure to make that video for you ASAP.